Welcome. This video will show you how to document your field experience hours using the passport system. Now before you begin, there are a few things that you will need before you get started. The first of which is your username. Your username is your Moodle username, whatever that may be. Your password, initially, if you've never used the system before, is pass-port. However, if you have used the system before, your password is the last password that you used for it. You will also need a paid subscription. Passport is a subscription-based system that you will need to document your hours with. Your subscription will cost you $38 to use. If you've never subscribed before or you need to renew, you will log into your account using your username and password discussed, and then you will be taken to the subscription system where you will purchase a subscription. The last item that you need is the web address to the system. The web address is nsula.pass-port.org. There you will be sent to the login page for the system. Now that you have that information, let's go into Passport and show you how to document your hours. As you can see on your screen now, I have already logged into the Passport system, and there are various parts that are within this system. The main area that we're going to focus on today for your documentation of your field experience hours is up here at the top of the screen called Artifacts. Artifacts is where you go to document any materials that you have for your various classes, such as files, field experiences, and various other things. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Artifacts. As you can see, the screen has changed and has brought up a listing of the different types of artifacts that are within Passport. We have a files area that you can upload various types of files if you need to do so. But concerning your field experiences, we're going to click on this pink button here, over here on the left, for field experiences. You also have the option of clicking on the word field experiences up here at the top of the screen to go to the same location. Either way will get you there. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the pink button. As you can see now, the screen has changed and has got me into the field experience area. The field experience area is divided up into two parts. Open field experiences are field experiences that you started working on and for some unforeseen reason you had to stop. The information that you have entered in so far will be placed here and you can continue on. Then there is the completed field experience area. This is where you will display any type of field experiences that you have completed the process of documenting those hours into. If they are not located in the completed field experience area, they will not count towards the required amount of hours that you need for the class. To start a field experience, all you have to do beside the word Open Field Experiences is to click Initiate New Field Experience. Now you will see a listing of the different types of field experience templates that are located in the Passport system. Since this is a graduate class, SPED 5510, you are going to be using the graduate level field experiences area. Underneath there is a various listing of different types of templates that people have used throughout the semesters. For your class, SPED 5510, you are going to use the Teaching and Learning Advanced Field Experience template. So I'm going to go ahead and click the Select button beside Teaching and Learning Advanced. As you can see now, I have a place to where it's going to ask me to put a name for this field experience. For this field experience, you're going to name it the course that you're doing it for, SPED 5510, a number symbol, and then if this is your first field experience, put number 1. If it's your second field experience, put number 2, and so on and so forth. I'm going to put number 1 here and click Select. Next, it's going to ask you for the date. The date is for the date of the observation that you're doing. If you need to change the date, you will click on this little calendar icon to the right of the date, and then a window will come on your screen that will show you a calendar. You will choose the date that you need to do by just clicking on the number on your screen. If I need the 7th, I'm going to click on number 7. Then hit select. Then it's going to ask you for the course that you're doing this for. You're going to click on the drop down and scroll down to find SPED 5510. Once you do that, you'll click select again. As far as the level of the observation, you will leave it at level 1, observation 1-on-1. Just simply click select. Now it is going to ask you for the site that you're doing it for. You have the ability to type in the site name if it is not listed up at the top of the screen. For this class, you will need to type in the site that you did. In this case, it is going to be SPED 5510 course. Once again, you will come, when it comes to the site, you will come down to the bottom of the screen where it asks you to type in the name of the site, and you will choose SPED 5510 course. Once you have typed that information in, you will click select. Then you will come to the screen that will ask you who the content person was. Who was the person that you observed? If there was the ability to click on the drop down to select your teacher, you would do that. However, once again, because your person that you're going to write is not listed in that list, you will need to come down to the text box down at the bottom and put in Lauren Menard. Once you type that information in, you will click select. Then it asks you to put in some basic information. So we're going to click on this Edit Basic Info First button. Then you will write in the number of participants. In this case, you will probably put a 1. The hours and minute of observation time for this field experience. Since it is one observation, we're going to put in as an hour. Finally, you will put in the hour and period for the observation. For this case, it is really optional and you don't have to do that. However, once you've got that information in, you're going to click Save. This warning is going to come on your screen to remind you that whatever participant count, in this case 1, that you put in, make sure the gender composition area that we're going to go to, you match that up, and then the ethnicity composition is the same way. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. As you can see now on the top of your screen is the information that I've entered in so far. I can click Edit Basic Info if I need to change any of the information that I've displayed so far. However, we have more information down at the bottom that needs to be filled in. For example, here you would click on the Edit button beside Gender Composition to actually type in how many boys, how many girls were in the room. In this case, I'm going to put a 1 underneath male. Then you'd hit the Edit button and place any type of exceptionalities that you may have had in the room. Grade level, you would actually put the grade level of the student that you observed or the observation. In this case, more often than not, you're going to select self-contained special education and hit Save. Then the subject by hour, once again, you're going to attach those minutes that you observed, in this case an hour, to the subject that you observed. This case is going to be special education. Once you do that, you'll hit Save. Then the ethnicity composition, you would fill in the ethnicity of the student that you observed or the students that you observed. I'm going to say it was 1 white non-Hispanic and hit Save. Then you would choose the primary subject, once again hitting the Edit button and clicking on your drop down and choosing special education and hitting Save. And then if you had this student or students that had limited English proficiency, you would hit the Edit button beside it, type in the number that you needed, and then hit Save again. In this case, I don't have that, so I'm just going to hit Save. Once you have entered in all the field experience information for this particular field experience, then you're going to come down to complete field experience to lock in the information that you've entered in. The system will change, and then as you can see, here's my completed field experience located at the bottom of my screen. This concludes the presentation on how to document your field experience hours using Passport. If you have any further questions or need an assistance with the documentation within inside of Passport, please contact Dr. Jarrod Sanson at sansonj, S-A-N-S-O-N-J, at nsula.edu, and he will be more than glad to assist you. Thank you and have a good day.